Boom, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to another reaction video. First off, remember to do 7 like and go check out my main channel if you want the dumb funny gaming moments. And we're almost to 2,000 subs and it'd be nice if we can get to that. Yes, go and check it out. Today we will be reacting to No One Actually Cares About Graphics, Here's Why by Vechs. And I've said this a decent amount of times, I am not that big on graphics. I am more of an art style slash how good is your game? Is your game optimized and is your game fun? And it's the reason why games like, you know, I mean, what's a good example? Oh, I'll say Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain doesn't, I wouldn't say the graphics are freaking outstanding, but I love the art style. I love the coziness of the music, and just the music is just freaking amazing in Risk of Rain 2. And then the game feels nice. It's optimized and well. And, you know, it was, I think they fixed it, but it was pretty fun, you know, crashing the game because you would do so much stuff when you would get so far in, like 2-3 hours into the game, and, you know, you would break the game. But I think they fixed that. But the game optimized well, runs well, very fun, and good art style. Better than just graphics. And then I feel like these gaming companies, they always try outdoing themselves by going like, hey, whoa, look at my brand new game, guys. AAA game. Look at the cool graphics. It looks like real life. And I'm just here like, but I don't want to play a game that looks like real life. If I want real life, I can just, you know, step outside and touch grass. I want to be transported into an unreal world, aka Risk of Rain. I want to see an art style that isn't real life, that makes me feel engulfed in the story or into the freaking game itself, rather than reminding me of, yeah, this game looks like real life. Great, it reminds me of work. Anyway, let me know down in the comments, are you more of a graphics man, art style man, good optimization game man, or good gameplay man, or, you know, whatever? I just let me know down in the comments. But I'm not that big on graphics, okay? Hey, Battlefield or BattleBit? BattleBit, baby, let's go. Anyway, let's react to this video, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and also before we start, link in the description to Vechs's channel and his video, so go check him out and give him some support. Give him a like and sub. Also, if you haven't noticed, I don't have a webcam, so I put post gaming webcam. Editor, can you please put the example? Boom! Thank you, editor. Very much love to you, editor. Kissies. That's your bonus for this month. Anyway, with that being said, let's enjoy the video.
Whoa, dude, those are some amazing graphics.
Such amazing graphics.
Looks insane. Like, what game is this?
Immortals of Avium.
What?
Immortals.
I've heard of this game.
Immortals of Avium.
Bro, I had never heard of that.
Yeah, a lot of people probably don't know about this game because the visuals in these trailers did not sell people on it. It actually only peaked at 751 players on Steam. We're playing this game that is published by EA.
Now I know why it's not good.
It's possible that it's a little bit bigger on console, but regardless, it hasn't done that well. And it doesn't help when this game feels like a glorified tech demo for Unreal Engine 5.
And I've been hearing a lot about Unreal Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5 game using all of the big new features. We've got Nanite, Lumen, Virtual Shadow.
I mean, a lot of the content that was on YouTube was literally just talking about how this game ran and if your PC could keep up with it, but not actually playing the game. Quintessential example of AAA gaming in 2023, if you know, exclude all of the battle passes and item shops and stuff like that. They put the man himself in Fortnite. But if you're not convinced of this, then I'm gonna show you a few more examples. What about this game, which also boasted incredible graphical technology and the fastest loading times in any game on PC because of direct storage? New technology coming to PC for the first time, like, woo! That would surely sell you on the game.
Wait, what game is it?
Do I really need to tell you guys?
Oh God, I know it.
Forspoken didn't pop off.
I saw the shirt, I saw the lady, and I saw the brace, and I immediately knew what it was. I remember seeing this game and just hearing the trailer, or I think it's this scene where she's talking about like, oh my God, I'm speaking to dragons and speaking to my this and I'm in a world with dragons and all that. And I'm just like, oh God, it just sounds like a cringy. It sounds like the creator of the game saw anime isekai and was like, I can make that.
Do I really need to tell you guys why Forspoken didn't pop off?
Okay,
it is, right?
So let me get this straight. I'm somewhere
is.
that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop.
For this game, built in Unreal Engine 4, it graphically looks really good and actually ran very well, in contrast to a lot of other games that are coming out right now. The gameplay was great, right? I definitely didn't buy this game for the robot.
I remember now.
Other than that, an Atomic Heart, where was the substance? Where was the gameplay and things to explore? Didn't feel that in this game. We also watch as Nvidia puts yet another ray tracing feature into Cyberpunk, the game that they use for all of their testing Frankenstein creations, which can't even run half of the features that they advertise in Cyberpunk, without rendering the game internally at 240p and only actually generating half of the frames realistically. When I first wrote this, I was skeptical of Cyberpunk 2.0 and Phantom Liberty, but I now know that a lot of people are enjoying it, and I might have to check it out for myself. Tell me this.
I still haven't played
Are we supposed
Cyberpunk.
to play games or watch them? Nobody really
Oh, restoring
gives a
to music.
about graphics. The best
Exactly, nobody
selling
cares.
game.
Nobody cares about graphics. I'm so, I'm still confused because I see a lot of people complaining about graphics, and then gaming companies always talking about graphics and everything, showing off the best graphics ever. But then I see a bunch of people, or a decent amount of people, I should say, not caring about graphics. So I'm actually lost. I don't know if people care about graphics or don't. That's what I'm saying. Let me know in the comments. I prefer art style and freaking gaming optimization and gameplay. How much fun I'm having. Does the game run well? And does it have beautiful art style? AKA, like I said in the beginning, Risk of Rain Tube. By the way, Vex, like I said, nice music choice. I love freaking Risk of Rain OST. Don't care about graphics. I always said this, like, I wonder if people would play Call of Duty if they just decided, hey, new Call of Duty, only gonna have like 5 polygons. It's gonna be like a version of BattleBit kind of, but just a little bit more pixelated like that. In return, you're gonna get better gaming optimization, better FPS, and the game's gonna run well. Hardly any crashes because we're focusing on other aspects rather than the graphics. I'd be like, damn, I'm pretty sure some people might like freaking Call of Duty now. I think I would. Hell, I'm playing BattleBit more than Battlefield now because BattleBit is just, it feels more reliable and fun compared to Battlefield. I had Battlefield 2042 when it came out because I pre-ordered it and then I regretted it. No scoreboard. I keep talking about that scoreboard because it's such an infamous thing.
Are we supposed to play games or watch them? Nobody really gives a about graphics. The best selling game of all time is Minecraft.
Hell yeah,
Why are we
baby.
complaining about graphics so much? It doesn't really matter.
I will say though, but when you get some of those freaking crazy mods like the, what is it, Optifine and all that, and you give it like upgraded graphics, Minecraft does look really freaking beautiful. I feel like Minecraft is that one game where I would kind of care about graphics because it just makes the game look so beautiful. I don't, it's just really nice when you get those shaders and everything. It just looks super nice. I see those videos of people doing like high res freaking Minecraft mods and it just looks so freaking beautiful. And plus, you know, Minecraft, it's not like you're playing Call of Duty. I feel like if you're caring about graphics in a single player game or a game that's not that heavy on multiplayer, for example, like Minecraft, you're just playing with friends and just mining around, that I can care less. It's like, bring up your graphics, doesn't matter. But in things like Call of Duty, you always see people like pros and all these people that play the game somewhat serious, they always reduce the graphics to the lowest. So it's like, why the hell do we care? What was it, PUBG, where people would like turn down the foliage and turn down all their graphic settings because it made it easier to spot people when they were hiding in shrubbery far away? That's why I'm saying graphics in multiplayer is basically non-existent. It's just no, who cares? But in single player, I guess it's okay. It's more enjoyable, I guess. And also, his statement runs true as well. Are we supposed to watch video games or play them? I swear, like, I remember Call of Duty Vanguard, how they were like preaching up that they got that freaking Oscar award-winning movie creator. I forgot what his name was. I apologize. And then they would just show like high-res cinematics, which then I found out the cinematics wasn't even from them. It was from Blur Studio, if I'm correct, because I love Blur Studios. They're the ones that did the remake for the Halo 2 campaign, and it's so beautiful. Sound design, everything is so beautiful. But I'm not buying Call of Duty to watch a movie. I'm buying Call of Duty to play the game. Why do I care about high-res cinematics? I care about better freaking performance and gameplay if it's fun. Why do these companies always do this? I think I even said it last time where I think it was for freaking Concord. Concord was saying how they have a roadmap that they're gonna make super high-res cinematic movies every month or something, when for the story, and I'm like, why? Who cares? Why are you wasting money on that when you could just be putting it into the game itself? Nobody cares about that. If you cared so much about cinematics, why didn't you just make Concord into a movie? Why didn't you make it into a series? It's the same point here.
Nobody really gives a about graphics. The best selling game of all time is Minecraft. Why are we complaining about graphics so much? It doesn't
Look at those
really
cubes.
matter. And I know a lot of people are going to be sitting there saying, actually, Unreal Engine ruined gaming. It's all Unreal Engine's fault.
I've been
for
hearing a
making
lot about
games
Unreal Engine 5
too
lately.
difficult to run and focusing too much on graphics. All right, if y'all Unreal Engine haters are going to say that, I want you to try and actually say it with a straight face. When you see this rendered in real time, and try to say that this technology was a genuine mistake. And I don't think anyone out here is actually complaining about how freaking Valorant looks and runs. Valorant is made in Unreal Engine 4. And it runs like a dream.
I will admit, I kind of do like the art style of Valorant. When I played it, I don't even think I have more than 5 hours in Valorant. I played it a couple of times with my friends, and I was like, why play this when I can play CSGO? I wasn't that big on Valorant, really. But it did run like a dream. The optimization, at the time, I don't know how it is now, but it did run really nice and smooth. And I actually do like the art style. So I'll give Valorant that.
Valorant is made in Unreal Engine 4.
I didn't even know it was on Unreal Engine 4.
Like a
so
dream. Sea of
Nice.
Thieves was made in Unreal Engine 4.
Did not know
Has
that.
a unique art style and is a fun game. Borderlands 3, also a unique art style, made
Jesus
in
Christ, did
Unreal
not know that
Engine 4.
either.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think people love the art style of this game, also made in Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine is only a tool. And Unreal Engine itself
Yup.
continues to get better and better. They just released 5.3. Literally, it's amazing, guys. This technology is incredible. It genuinely relies on the ones that actually are making the games to make good games.
Don't blame the tools, baby. Blame the crafter. I'm not gonna complain that this freaking clay pot looks horrible and say that it's the clay's fault. I'm gonna complain at the person who made the clay pot and go, you're the one who made it, so it is your fault, not the clay. Exactly. Philosopher here, baby.
It genuinely relies on the ones that actually are making the games to make good games. Like, whoa, crazy concept. And there's a huge difference between graphics and art style. You don't necessarily need the most insane technical masterpiece
That
graphics
is art style.
or the raw horsepower to make a game stand out and achieve the vision that it's trying to get out. I still love how the original Dishonored game looks to this day. That game has grit. It makes you feel like a badass. And Dishonored was made in Unreal Engine 3, guys. Risk of Rain 2 is also a gorgeous game with an amazing art style that makes the game clear until you get to the end game and things become chaos. And it's relatively easy to run on a lot of systems. It makes it accessible to more people.
I was gonna say, the game is optimized well. I'm actually surprised that the freaking Risk of Rain came up when I was talking about it in the beginning. But I even said it. Risk of Rain is optimized well. It runs well. However, when you get to the end game, what makes it fun was you're getting so much items and so much happening in your screen. So many things dying. So many animations proccing and all this other stuff. To the point where your PC, if you don't have a good PC, it's just gonna go like, boom, dead, crash. That's what made it fun. That you can't blame, really, because you know you're doing so much. The game can't handle it. Your PC can't handle it. The game goes, all right, no more, crash. So you gotta give it a pass.
Until you get to the end game and things
Homie
become
playing
chaos.
Captain, I see.
And it's relatively easy to run on a lot of systems. It makes it accessible to more people. Baldur's Gate 3, a recent release, actually isn't that graphically insane, but it does look good and has a nice style to the game. But Baldur's Gate 3 is also very fun.
A hand?
What am I looking
But
at?
outside of games and other media like movies, Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse that just came out recently have been shaking up the animation industry because
so
of
nice.
how tightly intertwined the visuals are of the movies with the characters, the story, and the style. Like literally in
The
this
art
scene,
style
the
is so
entire
beautiful.
environment changes the colors to match the mood. It's insane. It's beautiful. And I've never seen a piece of media that is so in sync with itself. What really seems to be lacking in games recently is the passion. It's like the
Yup.
soul has been ripped right out of them.
Everything about games has been removed because there's no passion anymore. Because now it's all just greedy companies wanting more money. And that's all they see. Bungie making Halo. It was a couple of guys who, you know, had passion in making video games. Bungie now, well, it don't feel the same. You can feel the passion is gone, and now it's just like more of, we just want your money. We don't care. Look at EA, Blizzard, all of these companies used to be very renowned back in the day. They used to be loved, and now they're hated because they just keep doing the most dumbest shit ever. Oh, what happened?
What really seems to be lacking in games recently is the passion. It's like the soul has been ripped right out of
Yep.
them. Do I need to mention that 2 of the biggest game releases this year on PC at least have literally just been remasters? Resident Evil
sad.
4, a remaster. Yeah, it was good. And arguably, The Last of Us Part 1 remastered on PC. Don't get me wrong, like I'm glad we have Last of Us on PC now, but arguably,
It's still
since
a
they
remaster.
changed it, the graphics of Last of Us, it lost some of its artistic style that the original game had. And what genuinely makes us want to play Forspoken or Immortals of Avium? Like, where is the substance? Where is the content? Where is the creativity in these games that make them unique and make us actually want to spend our money and invest our time into these things? I know the build up to Starfield, which just released, I was, watching the trailers and stuff, and I was genuinely like, was I the only person that thought this? What are we excited for Starfield about? And when AMD went on stage at Gamescom and they talked about, are you excited for Starfield?
Who's looking forward to Starfield? Come on, all right? Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, why should we be excited for Starfield? Okay, all gamers, this is the game that we are telling you all to collectively lose your minds over right now with all of the marketing that we're doing for it. It's like we're all a bunch of zombies running around chasing the next funny monkey thing that claps. What was in these trailers
Oh, I
that
miss
genuinely
Black Ops
got
2.
people excited? Don't get me wrong here, if you like Bethesda games, and from what I've seen, and I've played maybe like 4 to 5 hours of the game, I'm not that far in, then you'll probably be happy with how Starfield is. Although, there's so many people.
I just love that clip so much. Their homie is getting clapped with an axe, beaten mercilessly. And those two are just like, all right, let me slowly get up my chair. All right, I'm up in my chair. In the background, you're just, and these two are just like, all right, okay, all right, I'm up. All right, let me do a bit of stretching. All right. Weather looks nice out here in the moon. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain soon. Okay, I don't know if it rains in the moon, whatever. And then, all right, let me turn around, grab my gun, and oh, I'm dead.
Then you'll probably be happy
They're
with how
just taking
Starfield
their
is.
time
Although
as he's
there's
getting
so many
beaten.
people online that are complaining about graphics and performance, and I genuinely think people wouldn't be complaining about these things in Starfield if the game was genuinely that good. In the end of it, games are meant.
When I heard about Starfield, I was kind of intrigued by it, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like I wanted to get it. Then I heard it just was kind of really boring. POIs are so far away that you're just walking non-stop for like a good amount of minutes compared to how like Fallout, every once in a while you'll walk and then you'll find something. You'll find a random house. You'll find this. And then in Starfield, it was a lot of nothing. You would walk for a couple of hours, or not hours, a couple of minutes, and there would just be nothing. And when I heard that, I was just like, yeah, I think I'm good.
People wouldn't be complaining about these things in Starfield if the game was genuinely that good. In the end of it, games are meant to be played, not looked at. But every game nowadays, especially from AAA studios, has to be a visual spectacle. And this trend of games having to look realer than real life is a trend that needs to end. It has no place in making games more fun. But the way they're spending their money on graphical technology really might just be because they want to make cool looking trailers. And I don't really know, and I don't really care. Because, for example, Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think really had any expectations going into the game. I mean, I wasn't really playing games in 2004, but the last Baldur's Gate game that we've seen was apparently Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 in 2004. You know, regardless of the expectations that are set up for it, Baldur's Gate 3 is going absolutely crazy. It's because what we actually want to see is being put out there. And indie games seem to have success after success because they're just fun. I have $1.
Yeah, because they have passion, baby.
Broke ass.
It doesn't really matter about the latest graphics when an indie developer, maybe even a solo team, can make a game that's more fun than the AAA studios can put out.
Call me crazy, but the way I see it is indie games versus AAA is basically, yeah, let's make a game that's fun and let's put a lot of passion into it, versus AAA games go, let's put as much freaking crap technology into our game, make it look super realistic and nice, and let's not put any passion or care about the game. That's how I feel about indie versus AAA games right now. Because every time a good indie game comes out and people go, it's a pretty good indie game, I play it and then it's like, oh shoot, yeah, I look, or at least I play it or look at it and I go, it actually looks really good. Versus AAA, where it's just you look at it and you go, they're just caring about graphics. They're putting in another battle pass and then another freaking weird conspiracy happening again. Oh, the game release, let's check it out. Oh, it's unplayable. We got lied to again. Anybody remember 2042? Don't worry, guys, we're ahead of schedule. Game comes out, we didn't have enough time, so you lied to get money. When the game came out, suddenly you're just like, all right, we got your money, now we can tell you the truth, we didn't finish the game. Cool, thanks.
Oh no, you're moving it up here. And that's saying something. That is a bad state for the gaming market. And I really hope that this focus on graphics is really just teething pains as we ease into this new era of technology and game development. Once they are more experienced with all of this tech, they could hopefully flex their creativity. I can't guarantee that. And hopefully games like Baldur's Gate 3 are gonna put pressure on the industry to change. And really focus on the fundamentals of what makes a game a freaking game, not a show, not a movie. All in all, I just want to have fun and exciting games. Dude, wait. Okay, both have to go up there. We have to hit each other in the middle.
Yes, I was about to say, we'll be both at the line.
Crazy. Are you lined up?
Mm-hmm. Ow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know about you. I'm assuming if you want the best for gaming, you probably want the same thing. But let me know what you think. If you have any differing opinions on this, I'm happy to hear them in the comments. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. And peace out.
All right, Vex, that was actually a really good freaking video. And I'll say it again, I think graphics aren't the most important thing. Give me art style, give me gameplay, give me freaking game optimization. That's what I care about. Let me know down in the comments. And also, I'll say it again, if you care about graphics, no hate. It's your life. You play your games how you want. I'm just saying the graphics, in my opinion, aren't the most important thing. I just don't understand why these gaming companies care so much about graphics and showing us so much technology and all that instead of making a good game. I don't know why video games care about making high-end, beautiful, realistic looking cinematics and very amazing like long freaking stories like that, when if I want that, I can just go watch a movie or watch a TV show. I don't know why these gaming companies want to make the most realistic looking game. I don't want realism. I don't want to be reminded about my freaking crappy life. If I wanted that, I can just go to work or just open the door from my house and walk outside and go, all right, here's realism. I don't care. I don't know why they care so much about this. I just don't understand why gaming companies don't think it's a good idea to, hey, maybe we should just make a good game with a lot of passion in it, and then gamers will actually care about the game. Make a good game? Nah, let's make a crap game. Yes. Anyway, that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And like I said, Vex's channel and video will be in the description. And once again, why don't you sub and like to my little channel and to my main channel, The Fortunate Hero, also in the description. Go check it out. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, peace, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.